Salutations, Huz. It is 12:53 a.m. 5/13, May 13th. Today was a good day. A good day. It's always a good day when you're above ground here. It's always gonna be a great day. Yeah. Still 2 subscribers. What up, subscribers? This one goes out to my fans, my day ones. I don't know. Jinxie was streaming a whole year to an average viewership of 2. These are my 2 viewers. Not consistent, because who has time to just listen to me rant? But it's still nice to have 2 people that support me. Like, I know they support me because they follow me. And the people who are just in the comments just saying, yo, you got this, you can do this, yeah. Engineering's tough, but you can make it out. I believe in you, I put all my faith in you. Go take my energy. Yeah. And it's just nice. Overall today, my day was good. Just school. Woke up, got to school, and then, today was our final lab. We did a lab, and then tomorrow I have an exam on Thevenin's theorem. And I got that. I'm gonna ace it. What are you gonna get on the test? 100. Yeah. And I'll post it. I'll show you guys. Like, look, wait, what she posts. What the heck? Why is it showing so much? Yeah. So, my first class was lab electrical 1150, and the second class was communication. Dude, I don't belong in that college. I don't belong in there. I don't belong in that college, dude. Engineering is like, you already have to be like a little narcissistic to think you could be in engineering. And usually they're smart, but when you take an elective, it's like there's a switch. Like, there's a switch. Like, you just switch. I just hit a switch. Flip. Yeah. And it's just like, what? That's crazy. And then you just contemplate, like, damn, am I even in college right now, dude? Because in communications, we were giving out speeches. And then, like, there were, like, 3 Asian girls that, like, no offense. Not actually, why would there be offense taken? There were just 3 Asian girls that just did school and their GPA, like, presentations about, like, why school should start at, like, 9 a.m., how it'll affect your GPA, and then how the gym shouldn't be counted towards your GPA, and how students shouldn't focus on GPA, rather they should focus on improvement. It's a persuasive speech, so they're supposed to persuade the audience into thinking, oh yeah, they're right, by giving facts, for supporting evidence and stuff. Yeah, and that was it. I ain't get no deal or nothing. What is with all these references? And I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Because of the stereotype of the school, they gotta be working hard. Although it's not really a stereotype. Yeah. Then, there's people with, like, thick accents, which I can understand. They're not from here, so. And it's hard to learn a second language. I've tried. I haven't really put my mind to it yet. Like, all of the focus of my attention to it. But one day I'd like to learn a language. Learn a language, come here, from a different country, and then give a whole presentation on why, on a topic that you think is correct, but it's not the norm. That takes some skill. That takes some bravery, dude. And then there's the people that just did it last minute and just forgot everything, which good. Not my great dude, but yeah. I've been watching a lot of Nick Fuentes recently, and it just amazes me. Like, wow, he's so cool. Like, I want to be like him. But I gotta get skinnier, and I gotta get buffer, and I gotta start looks maxing, because I gotta join his group. Nah, he just wants us to be better guys, so that we can take over the world. Yeah. And then, yeah, and then I went to the gym after my class, my communications class, and then I studied. I didn't study for long. It was like an hour that we got to study, but it was still good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was my day, pretty much. And then I went home. I ate Chipotle before I went home, and then I went home. Yeah, it was a pretty fun day. And then a warning. Okay, this is Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30, verse 8. A warning for rebellious Judah. Now go and write down these words. Write them in a book. They will stand until the end of time and as a witness that these people are stubborn rebels who refuse to pay attention to the Lord's instructions. They tell the seers, stop seeing visions, and tell the prophets, don't tell us what is right. Tell us nice things, tell us lies. Forget all this gloom, get off your narrow path. Stop telling us about your Holy One of Israel. This is the reply of the Holy One of Israel. Because you despise what I tell you, and trust instead of in oppression and lies, calamity will come upon you suddenly, like a bulging wall that bursts and falls. In an instant it will collapse and come crashing down. You will be smashed in like a piece of pottery, shattered so completely that there won't be a piece big enough to carry coals from a fireplace or a little water from the well. This is what the Sovereign Lord, the Holy One of Israel, says. Only in returning to me and resting in me will you be saved. In quietness and confidence is your strength, but you would have none of it. You said, no, we will get our help from Egypt. They will give us swift horses for riding into battle. But the only swiftness you are going to see is the swiftness of your enemies chasing you down. One of them will chase 1,000 of you. 5 of them will make you all of you flee. You will be left like a lonely flagpole on a hill, or a tattered banner on a distant mountaintop. Amen. Isaiah 31, verse 8 to 17.